God bless you for what you do. I know it's not easy, and I know you take a lot of flack for it, although it doesn't show, and I hope that you never let it show. Now, you may recall Joy Villa made headlines last February. She arrived on the red carpet at the Grammys dressed head to toe in an actually pretty fabulous dress. It said, "Make America Great Again," right down the side, and it was actually designed by a gay immigrant, and it made waves, not just in Hollywood. One of the first times I've ever seen anything make headlines in Washington, D.C. and in Hollywood. Everybody knew Joy Villa after this, and now she's debuted her newest pro-Trump song titled "Make America Great Again," and she joins us now. Joy, welcome to the show. So good to have you. It has been such a crazy news cycle, so we are so glad to have some positivity. Now, you told Bold TV that your music is a way to demonstrate patriotism and love for the country without knocking anybody else. And you say that art can actually help foster discussion amongst parties as well. Talk a little bit about this, if you would.
Well, you know, art, the whole thing of art is that we're supposed to create a dialogue. You know, art makes you think, art makes you want to do something and activate people. And I believe that art should unify rather than divide. Right now, we see a lot of celebrities are preaching this division, and we're all going down and sinking the ship. And I don't believe that. I believe America's stronger than ever. We have a strong economy, strong president, and I believe that artists need to speak their mind, create art, reflect their political, social, and heartfelt message.
And that's wonderful, because and I read, actually, I was just reading a little earlier today, I was reading a very interesting Paste magazine article about you. And they were saying how your dress really kicked off this huge political debate that continues all across the country. Because when you first came out with this, you weren't insulting anyone. You were just making a really positive statement. You really didn't even say a whole heck of a lot about it. You just showed up on the red carpet, and everybody got to know you through that. They got to know your music. They got to see your positive message. And you were one of the very few artists who are able to make such a statement with total 100% positivity, which may actually spark something cultural in art. How do you feel about that?
Well, I hope that this does start a whole cultural change, a renaissance, because I see a lot of artists are singing about things that have nothing to do with our lives and don't make us want to be better and don't push us forward. So my message has always been about unity and love and inspiring people to be better. And I believe aligning my message with the unity of the American people is something that America really needs right now. And as a conservative woman, I don't see a lot of people out there in the industry that I can look up to.
Right.
So I hope that person for others to look up to. And I get letters every day, Tina, 13-year-old, 12-year-old, 16-year-old girls and guys say, "Thank you for doing what you do. Thank you for being a conservative. I get beat up at school, but I listen to your music and I feel better."
Oh, wow.
So
oh, that's amazing. And it can't be, I mean, we know it's difficult to be conservative thinking, limited government thinking in Hollywood. How has that been for you? Because, I mean, I've never seen you ever look downcast. How has that been for you? I mean, to live as a conservative and be in that industry.
It's hard. It's really hard. And now I just became a member of the NRA, by the way.
Woo! Oh my gosh, I think we become best friends? I think we did. I think we just became best friends. Yes, welcome to the family. Oh, we got to get you out at the annual meetings now. Oh boy, now we're having fun.
I was shooting for the first time yesterday with Antonia Okafor.
Yes.
She's awesome. So we went to a gun range in New Jersey. I did a whole video. I'm about to post that on YouTube in a couple days. And I just love being empowered. I love being an American woman. Love exercising my First and Second Amendment rights. And I'll do this until the day I die. And I use my creative outlet to put my message out there. And the reason I can be so happy is because I see so much pain, but I see there's based on America's not a racist country. I see interracial marriage more than ever. It's up 20% more than the last couple of years. Right. I'm a product of interracial marriage. I'm half black and white, and I love it. And I've never faced the kind of racism that the media keeps telling me is so prevalent, and I don't look. And the most prejudice I've gotten is being a conservative in Hollywood. Wow. And that's why it's so loudly, and that's why I keep smiling.
Wow. Everybody, of course, is talking about everything that, the tragedy that happened in Charlottesville. And I was talking to a friend through messaging the other day, and we were trying to figure out how many of like the neo-Nazi or all that, how many of those people actually came out, and I think it was only like a couple of hundred, if that. And on a Sunday, there were millions of others who were sitting in church. There were millions of others who were volunteering for charitable organizations or doing other stuff. And I keep thinking, how is it, Joy, how is it that those few hundred who showed up, they get to direct all of the news, all of the attention, everything, and plunge the country and this news cycle into such an abyss. And yet all of the good stuff, you know, like you focus on, you know, the people who were, all the millions who were sitting in church on Sunday, all the people who went to work, and all the moms and dads that are just trying to do right by their kids, all of that stuff gets ignored. But that's the stuff that's what makes our country great, not that stuff.
Exactly. The media thrives on controversy. And anytime there's a little bit of racism thrown in there, they love to exploit that. And it's really selfish and very destructive of the media to do this, because they're pushing this message out there. They're scaring people. Where there's fear, there's not going to be action, there's not going to be hope. And it really is counterintuitive to what's really happening in America, because we have the strongest economy. In the last 8 years, we've never had this sort of strength. We have more hope for the future than ever before. And yet, like you said, that small, tiny percentage of extremists on both sides gets all the news coverage. And I'm saying that they need to stop that news story. They need to start focusing on the good things, and they need to be more fair and less biased.
Absolutely. God bless you for what you do. I know it's not easy, and I know you take a lot of flack for it, although it doesn't show, and I hope that you never let it show, because there are a lot of people that are watching what you do.